Hello guys, so today I'll be showing you how I've been able to trade my new 50k funded account for just 1 week, and I've already generated some nice returns, and now I'm just waiting for my payout. At the same time, this week I've been able to pass another 50k challenge. I got some very nice bullish setups on CardJPY which assisted me to pass another phase 1, and I'll be going into the details of the account just to show you the statistics. And also, without forgetting, 2 members from my community also passed their challenges this week, because I think the month of May has started on a very high note for us. We've been having a lot of winners. We do have one member who passed their challenge with FundedNext, another one also passed their challenge with Funding Pips, and that's just more proof on the edge around the system that I'm using. If you want to be part of our trading community, the link will be in the description. I'll start with the challenge that I've just passed. It was another 50k challenge. As you can see from the email, here is the account number of the challenge that I just completed, and the same account number, you'll find it on my dashboard under the inactive accounts now, because I've already completed the challenge. So now let's go to the dashboard and just see the statistics of the account. The 8% target has been achieved without violating any other rules. For this account, it took me longer, about 22 trading days. If I can go to the trading curve, you'll be able to see that I've been taking trades on this account from as early as December last year. So I got these accounts in December, but I wasn't really active in the market. So I just took a few trades to keep the account active. However, the real trading of this account started somewhere in January. And I've also not been very consistent with this account, because if I was consistent, I would have passed it long time ago with my previous challenge. So because I was managing different accounts, there are times when I would get a trade and place on the other accounts, and I would miss to take it on this one. So it's until somewhere in February that I started trading this account seriously, but also I've missed about 3 profitable trades on this account, just because of managing many accounts at the same time, and I wasn't using a copy trader before, which is something that I think I want to start implementing, because I've been managing many accounts separately, and sometimes I end up doing a mistake when trying to execute faster. I've even done mistakes of confusing the stop loss with just 1 digit sometimes, and it's because of all those reasons that it took me very long to pass this challenge. The biggest reason being missing 3 profitable trades, because that alone could have passed phase 1, and maybe I could have even been passing phase 2 by now. But anyway, that's the process of trading. And also, of the 22 trading days, there are about 6 days where I was opening a 0.01 Euro USD trade just to keep my account active. So if you remove the 6 Euro USD trades which are not valid according to my strategy, I've actively taken trades for about 16 days. My win rate was about 45%, and the loss ratio was higher at about 54%, which definitely tells you that the only reason I've passed the challenge is because of having a high risk to reward ratio. For those of you who are interested in seeing the details of this account, I will attach the link in the description, which will bring you to this page. You'll be able to see my certificate, the day I passed, all those things, including the statistics of the account, and even the trading curve, which is somewhere down here. So you can follow up with that if you want. And after passing, of course, I got my phase 2 details. I just took my first trade in the phase 2. Hit about a break even. It didn't really go anywhere. It was actually an AUD card trade. In fact, let me just correct. It went all the way to about 3 pips to just hitting my profit. My stop loss had been secured at break even. The trade did about 42 pips, and I was targeting 45 pips. But then just within a few minutes, we had PPI, and it ended up reversing all the way up. So it's one of those trades that really suck, because by the time the candlestick was here, I was very optimistic. I remember even taking a screenshot, and I was almost confident that I'm starting phase 2 with a very good 1:3 risk to reward setup. But eventually the opposite happened. The market reversed very quickly, and I closed at break even, which is very normal and part of trading, because break evens have also been factored in my trading system. Whenever you're developing a trading edge, even as you backtest, you will realize your trade will either hit stop loss, take profit, or break even. So that means when you hit break even in the real market, it's nothing unusual. You might feel bad sometimes and wish that you could have closed this trade when it was about 3 pips here. But the thing is, at that point, I could not have even known this trade was going to reverse. And also, the reversal happened so fast because it was during PPI news. And the other thing that I always tell myself is, if you start closing your trade, let's say 2 or 3 pips close to the target, does it mean it's something that you'll be doing for every other trade? That now whenever your trade will be running about 4 pips close to your profit, you'll be closing, right? And if you start doing that, it will become very easy for you to even start being in discipline whenever the trade is in loss. So even when your trade comes 2 pips close to the stop loss, you might end up closing before it hits the stop loss. But what if it ends up reversing and hitting your target, right? So for me, I'm a very huge fan of following my system to the latter, because it has an edge in the long term, and I really avoid being emotional in my trading, because I think the day I start being emotional, there's a high chance I'll start having that repetitive behavior in the markets. Anyway, that's it for the past challenge and the phase 2. So now let me take you to the funded account, which I've just traded traded for about 1 week for a total of 3 days, and as you can see, I'm currently up 5.2%. The first trade of CAD JPY, we are going to ignore it because I explained to you this was just to keep the account active with a 0.01 lot size. So the first real trade that was in line with the strategy was this next CAD JPY bullish setup, which happened on 8th May. If you recall, I just did the breakdown last week. Here is the setup on 8th May. Then the next profitable trade was here this week on 13th May. So from the first trade to the second trade, it's just about 5 days. Then the last trade is this AUD card, which I've already shown you ended up hitting my break even. Here it is. So just like that, my account is currently sitting at 5%. The curve looks very nice. We've not hit a single loss on the account yet. We've had 2 back-to-back winners, and what I'm waiting for currently is just my payout. It takes 28 days to receive your first payout from the first day you took a trade. So currently as we speak, my 28 days end on 23rd May. By the time I'm shooting this video, it's on 15th, so it's just about 8 days from now before I can be able to request the payout of this profit, of which I've made $2,600, and I'm expecting to get paid out 80% of that, which means my payout should be about $2,080. FundedNext also has a rule whereby when you hit 5% on your funded account, you are eligible for getting a 15% profit share from the valuation on both phase 1 and phase 2. So for a 50k challenge, 15% is actually $600 for phase 1, $375 for phase 2, which adds up to $975. And I think even if you go on their main website, just on the homepage, you can be able to see that for a 50k challenge, which is here, you'll be able to get paid $975, 15%, once you hit the 5% on your account. So my account is up at 5%, and it's for that reason that I won't be continuing to take any trades on this account until I first secure that profit split together with the 15%, which is $975. So I'm expecting to do roughly about a $3,000 payout in just about 8 days, which I'll be keeping you guys posted. And also for clarity, if you wish to continue trading your account, you actually can. The only reason why I've stopped trading this account is because in the case I continue taking trades before my payout day, which is just past 23rd May, then somehow I just lose 1 or 2 more trades. It means by the time I'll be getting the payout, I'll be below 5%, which also means I won't qualify for the extra $975 on my 50k account. So for me, I've just weighed my options and I've decided it's better to be conservative and be sure that I'll be securing about a $3,000 payout than taking the risk to take more trades on the account. Then I end up losing and going all the way back to about 3 or 2% in profit. So that actually means for this specific time, I'm becoming indisciplined to my strategy, because if I get a trade, I'm not taking it until my payout comes. However, once I've secured all of these plus the refund of the account, my payout cycle will now shift to 14 days, meaning I'll now be able to request a payout every other 2 weeks. And I think from then it would be easier to check the account continuously without taking any pauses in the middle. So that's it for this video. I'll just be patient now and wait for my 8 days. In the meantime, I'll still be taking trades on the other accounts, but when my payout does come, I'll hopefully take you guys through that process. Until next time, guys, peace out.